I'm very happy to meet all of you, and you are very fortunate that you are working in a team. And it's a very good team, number one. And number two is that you are assisting us. So he is taking care of you. And thirdly, most important thing is that you are working for a cause. You've got a mission. And this audience is working with a mission for serving the humanity as per the ideas of Swami Vivekananda. And you are attached to that great mission. So you have got double benefit and double profit. Even otherwise also it is a job of double profit when you serve others. So Swami Vivekananda said, Atmanu mokshatam jagadita. That is our idea. We should work for our own salvation, that is our own perfection in life. At the same time, trying to serve others. What happens? Double benefit. In Gujarat, first question they will ask, फायदा क्या होगा? पहले बताओ. If anything you put, they will ask this question, फायदा क्या होगा? फायदो શું થશે? So फायदा. So I tell them double फायदा. Those who are served, they will get roti kapda makan, and those who are serving, they will get God. Infinite joy, infinite happiness, infinite bliss. So it is double purpose solved. And you are having triple benefit. Over and above that, you are getting salary also. We are not getting that. We are also working Atmana Moksha from Jagadita. But we all monks, we do not get any salary. So you have got triple benefit, triple profit. You are getting salary also. Very good. So if you do the work, you are doing already the work you are doing is very with full dedication and devotion. So if you do the work with dedication, then you will get so many things in worldly life. But if you do with devotion, then you will get infinite joy, infinite happiness, infinite bliss. What is the difference between dedication and devotion? Dedication is your full absorption in work. You try to do efficiently, with full concentration, with full commitment. That is dedication. So devotion is one step forward. Each and every work you take it as a worship. It is Lord's work. I am not working for Illumine. I am not working for XYZ. I am not working for the people whom I am serving. I am trying to serve the Lord who is present in that customer. I am trying to serve the Lord who is in that particular person. The whole phenomena changes. This is the greatest contribution of Swami Vivekananda to the modern world. That is why he is a revolutionary monk. So Sister Nikhileswarananda, introducing the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, she says, this is the realization which makes Vivekananda the great preacher of karma, not as divorced from, but as expressing jnana and bhakti. To him, the workshop, the farmyard, the laboratory, the office are as true fit sins for meeting God with man as the door of a temple or the cell of a monk. They are equally fit. This office is an equally fit thing for meeting God with man. No difference henceforth between sacred and secular. To work is to worship. To labor is to pray. To renounce is to conquer. No difference henceforth between sacred and secular. This is the Vedanta, practical Vedanta philosophy that Swami Vivekananda applied. It comes from the philosophy of Vedanta. Upanishads say that inside every human being there is a center of consciousness. What is Vedanta? There are two basic principles. One is divinity of the soul, second is solidity of the whole universe. Divinity of the soul, each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, has got center of consciousness called Atman, having infinite power. That is number one. Number two, this consciousness is permeating the whole universe. This is what Vedanta says. What the modern quantum mechanics says, this whole universe is permeated by one consciousness. Both are telling the same thing. So, Erwin Schrödinger, Nobel Prize physicist, says consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. Consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. So there is only one consciousness. What follows? Follows, if I serve you, if I give you happiness, I will receive happiness. If I hurt you, I will get the hurt. Why should I be non-violent? Because if I am violent, if I hurt you, I will get the injury. If I tell a harsh word from one mouth, I will get the harsh word from 2 ears. It will come back with compound interest, not with simple interest. That is the law of karma. Law of karma is supreme in the physical world, in the mental world, just as law of gravitation is supreme in the physical world. Law of karma is like a lighthouse principle. So you must have read the book, no? 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. There that example comes how the ship is going and that light is seen, and then says that please move your ship by 20 degrees, otherwise it will collide. And wireless message comes, you please move your ship by 20 degrees. And this captain, he shouts, I am the captain of the ship, commanding you to move your ship. Who is at the other end? And then the reply comes, sir, I am a humble operator of the lighthouse. You can do whatever you want. So, if you don't apply the reality will not apply. You go to the top floor, go to the terrace of a multi-story building, declare, I do not believe in the law of gravitation, and jump. What happens? Your photograph will come newspaper. This person did not believe in the law of gravitation, and yet the law of gravitation worked and finished that in instant death. So, whether you follow a particular law or not, law will work. If you say, I don't follow the law of karma says, as you saw, so you reap. If you put a tamarind tree, you will get tamarind. If you plant a mango tree, you will get mango. But not tomorrow. I planted mango tree and I am getting tamarind. When did you plant? Yesterday. You will get mango. Not today. You will get after 10 years. This tamarind, what you are getting is what you planted 10 years back. Some people say we are doing good work, we are always good, and still we are getting bad things. And the other person is doing all types of nasty things and is getting good. Wait. Law of karma will be there. At present he is enjoying. But after 10 years he will be in Tihar jail. Law of karma is supreme in the mental world. So whatever it is. So this, because it is one universal consciousness, why should we serve others? Swami Vivekananda says, unselfishness is more paying in the long run. Unselfishness is more paying in the long run. Unfortunately, people do not have the passions to practice it. Unfortunately, people do not have the passion to practice it. So unselfishness is more paying. Why it is more paying? Because of the law of karma. If you do good to others, good will come back to you. It has to come back to you. Today or tomorrow or day after. It's a question of time. And the more time, more interest you will get. If you put some money for 10 years in the bank, you will get good amount. If you put for 20 years, if you say, I want result after 20 years, you get more interest. So more the time period, more is the payback. Some result you get immediately, but that is small result. But if you wait for the result, and supposing waiting period is infinite, I am not wanting any result, then what happens? you get God. Why? You get infinite. If infinity multiplied by something will become infinite. Supposing your time period is infinite, multiplied by some work that you have done, result is infinite. Infinite means infinite happiness, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. You will reach God. That is why karmani vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phaleturvu mate santosta karmani. Some people they fight with me. Oh, if I don't have target, if I am not going to result, then why should I work? Who told you to work without it? Result will come automatically. What has been told is that your expectation. What Sri Krishna has never told that you should what he has told, karmani vadikaraste. You got the right to the work. Not to the fruit thereof. Why? Because the fruit is dependent on so many other factors. So he says, karmani vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. If the result is not in my hand, then I will not work. So he again says, he clarifies, karmani vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phaleturvu mate sangosto akarmani. But do not get to a non-action. You must do work. You do your best and leave the rest. That what is being told, if you want to get over your stress, best formula is do your best, leave the rest. Can you do better than the best? Good, better, best. Best means highest. You cannot do better than best. You try your best under the circumstances, with the strategies available, with the capacity available, with the raw materials available. You try to do your best. Leave the rest to God. Leave the rest to Almighty. Leave the rest to the law. Law of karma will take care of it. You get the result. You have to get the result. But if you are too much concerned about the result, what will happen? Your work will be suffering. Because work will be better if your mind is concentrated. But if your mind is getting deflected, what will happen? Whether I will get result or not, whether it will be good result or bad result. If you are thinking like that, naturally your work will be suffering. Naturally you are not going to get result, good result. The better is, don't worry about the result. What Sri Krishna is not telling, that you will not get result. Somebody says, why should I work? If I am not going to get salary, why should I work? Sri Krishna has never told you will not get salary. He has not told like that. It's a wrong notion of that sloka. What he has told is, ultimately, to work only for profit, to work only for salary, to work only for the result, is like playing tennis with your eyes on the scoreboard rather than on the ball. So, if your eyes are on the scoreboard all the time, you cannot play tennis properly. Can you play? Supposing you are batting very well, you are in 99, only one run needed. So constantly you are looking at the scoreboard, you will be clean bowled. Isn't it? So your eyes should be on work, not on the result. It's a simple thing. This is what Krishna has told. He has not told you will not get the result. He says you will get better result if you do not bother about result. He doesn't say that you will not get result if you work. He never told. He says you will get better result if you do not bother about result. You concentrate 100% focus on your work. Automatically result will come. That is the thing.
Maharaj, so like I have heard about law of karma where what you do in your past life, you get, if you do good things in your past life, you get good things now. So is it just like if you do good things in this life, your next life would be good, or you actually get good things in your life you're living now?
Very good question. You see, whatever work you do, good work you do, you will get the result in this very life. Most of the works. There are certain works which get result which takes a lot of time. It's a question. Supposing if you saw a papaya tree within 2-3 years you will start getting the power. But if you plant a mango tree, it will take time, 5-10 years. Similarly, there are certain works, certain things. It takes time to fructify. It may not come in this life, it may come in life. But they say, this is what they say, most of the works they give result this life itself. In this very life itself. It may take some time, but in this very life itself. There are certain occasions when it is not possible for that person to bear so much of suffering in one life. Then God is so kind that He spreads it over next life. Because in this one life you cannot suffer so much. How much can you suffer? So then rest of the work you will get next life, then next life. So how much you can bear, accordingly the result will come. But most of the works they will fructify in this very life. That is what they say. Sometimes there is this opinion also that some people have to take birth in lower animal cells. That one philosophy like that. It may so happen that supposing किसी ने सारा जीवन कुत्ते के समान भोगा है, दूसरे को भोगता रहा, तो कुत्ते के समान जन्म लेगा। और जिसने गधे के समान सबको लात मारता रहा, वो गधा बनेगा। हाँ, जिसने दूसरी किसी को आँख फोड़ डाली, वो अंधा बनेगा। तो they may go to, they may not even getting a human birth itself is very rare thing and it's a great fortune that we are all human beings. It is a great fortune. It's a great thing. You are all human beings. You don't have a doubt about it. Isn't it? Now, being human beings, our Shastras say, 84 lakh yoni, 84 lakh species are there. 84 lakh yoni mein Manush yoni sarvashreshth yoni. The human birth is the best. Why? Because that is the only yoni where you can realize your Atman, you can get infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite happiness. Even Devatas will have to take human birth. That is also Bhog yoni. Shrine Punya Martilokam Vishanti. As soon as their Punya is over, they come back to the earth. So only human birth, it is possible to reach the infinite. This question was raised. What is the difference between man and animal? Phenomenon of Man. This is a beautiful book by Phenomenon of Man by Teilhard de Chardin. He was a botanist. He was a Christian father, but his findings were not in conjunction with the Bible teachings. So the books were not published. Posthumously the books were published. After his death, the books were published. Teilhard de Chardin. The name of the book is The Phenomenon of Man, where he asked this question: what is the difference between a man and an animal? And somebody said, intelligence. He said, not necessarily. Even animals have got intelligence. Supposing you put milk in the kitchen at night. Next day morning you find cat has stolen that milk. What you do? Next day, you do not keep the milk in the kitchen. You hide it some other place. Next day, cat has stolen that milk from there. Who is more intelligent? So cat has also got intelligence. Then what is the difference between a man and animal? Then Teilhard de Chardin says beautifully, while a man knows what he knows, an animal does not know what he knows. While a man knows what he knows, an animal does not know what he knows. Cat knows how to steal the milk, but cat does not know that stealing milk is a sin. Stealing milk is not good. But a man knows what he knows, and he also knows knowing this is good or bad. He also knows that. That is the power of discrimination, viveka. इसीलिए जिसमें जितनी ज्यादा विवेक बुद्धि है, पावर ऑफ डिसीजन, उतनी मात्रा में ही इज ए रिवॉर्ड पर्सन. जितनी विवेक बुद्धि जिसमें ज्यादा है, विवेक बुद्धि, नॉट ओनली ऑर्डिनरी इंटेलिजेंस, विवेक बुद्धि, पावर ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, जितनी विवेक बुद्धि जिसमें है उतनी मात्रा में वो ज्यादा इवॉल्व पर्सन है, ग्रेट पर्सन है। जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा विवेक बुद्धि उसका नाम विवेकानंद है। इसलिए हम लोग विवेकानंद की पूजा करते हैं, बिकॉज ही हैज गॉट हाईएस्ट इन दैट पावर ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, विवेक बुद्धि, विवेकानंद, विवेक का जिसको आनंद है उसका नाम विवेकानंद। सो विवेका इज most important thing. While a man knows what he knows, an animal does not know what it knows. This power of discrimination is only with a human being. This is told by our Shastras. What is the modern science saying? Modern science says if you want total success, IQ is not enough. Daniel Goleman made a research in 1991 said EQ is more important, that you know very well. And you also know about SQ. Dara Zohar's books, SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, Ultimate Intelligence. This says neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically. From every point of view, there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? It will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances, better way. And SQ will tell you why to play the game of life. Why we are here on this earth? What is the purpose of life? What do you want to achieve before we die, so that we don't have regrets at the time of death? जब तू आया जगत में, जग हंसे तू रोए, ऐसी करनी कल चलो, मरते समय तुम हंसो, जग रोए. And try to do work in the spirit of worship. Whatever work you do, whether you are at home, you are doing any work, whatever work you try to do with the work, in the spirit of worship. So what happens? That will become karma yoga. Otherwise, it will become karma yoga. If you do not do it in the spirit of worship, what it will become? Karma yoga. Karma yoga means if you do good work, you will get good result. If you do bad work, you will get bad result. But you will not get God. But if you do karma yoga, this worship, in the spirit of worship, what will happen? You will work only little, but you will get infinite happiness. Why? Because you change of attitude. Attitude is very important. With what attitude you are working. So read the book Karma Yoga. Later on, first of all, you read small books, then read the book Karma Yoga. How work can be converted into worship. Beautiful book by Swami Vivekananda. Then all the 4 yogas. So we have to practice all the 4 yogas and develop SQ. This is the gist of the whole message of Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda is given in only one paragraph in Raj Yoga. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy. By one or more or all of these and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, dogmas, rituals, temples, churches, mosques are but secondary details. That's the whole thing. They manifest in the divinity within by practicing 4 yogas. Raj Yoga, meditation, morning, evening, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Bhakti Yoga, prayer, morning, evening, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Jnana Yoga, reading the small books and material, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And Karma Yoga, whole day. Whatever work we do, try to do in the spirit of worship. More of unselfishness, more of detachment. These are the 2 things that will differentiate from Karma Yoga to Karma Yoga. 2 things. Spirit of unselfishness and spirit of detachment. It is attachment which makes karma into Karma Yoga. Whenever you are attached to the result, attached to the work, attached to X, Y, Z, then you are bound, you are caught, then you become bound. Attachment is the source of all our miseries. It is also the source of all our happiness. So what is to be done? What is the solution? Beautiful solution. Get attached, but reserve the power of detachment at your will. Whenever it is required, reserve the power of detachment at will. Get attached. Walls do not have attachment. That does not mean they have become saints. No. They do not know attachment. They don't have attachment. Don't become like walls. Have attachment. But not blind attachment. Reserve the power of detaching yourself at will, at your own will. That you should reserve. Then there will be no suffering. Otherwise, attachment may build lot of happiness and then followed by a lot of misery. This is most important. This small book, Work and Its Secret. It's a very small book. Wonderful book. One lecture by Swami on this attachment part. Work and Its Secret. The Work and Its Secret, Karma Yoga. Then there is a book, Meditation is Method by Swami Vivekananda. Meditation methods. These are a few books I'll recommend. I'll send you the list. I'll send you WhatsApp. Share with them. Small book, I'll recommend small books to start with, and it will be very helpful for your own happiness, peace, for your efficiency in work, every way. Professional way, in your professional life, in your personal life, this all will be very, very, very much useful to you. You are working, except in 2, 3, most of them are working for a long time, very long innings, you are playing down, very nice. So naturally, you will have job satisfaction. That's why you are lingering on here. Have you not got job satisfaction, you will not be there. You are having job satisfaction in spite of the fact that this organization is not a commercial, so-called commercial organization, not a corporate sector. It is a service activity trying to spread the message of Swamiji in different directions and give them concrete result. And in the development of their personality, in the development of their character, with such a noble cause, this organization has been started working as per the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. So you will have the blessings of Swami Vivekananda also in abundance. When you are working for an organization which is working for Swami Vivekananda, naturally you will have the blessings of Swami Vivekananda. This is extra. हमको 2 प्रॉफिट, आपको 3 प्रॉफिट, हमको डबल फायदा, आपको ट्रिपल फायदा, है ना? हमको डबल फायदा हो ही रहा है। आत्मा मोक्षार्थक जगत हित है। हमारा आत्मा के भी मुक्ति की ओर हम जा रहे हैं, भगवान की प्राप्ति भी हो रही है, दूसरों को भी यूजफुल हो रहे हैं। बट यू हैव गॉट थर्ड सैलरी आल्सो and this job satisfaction you are getting. That I am working for a cause with a missionary still. Whatever work you are putting on is doing good to society, doing good to human beings. Maybe somebody's life may change. You are working little more, may change the life of somebody, may change the personality of somebody. Somebody is a personal development. Somebody comes out of the stress because of reading of books of Swami Vivekananda, in which work you were engaged or which are part of it. You will naturally become a recipient of that grace of the Lord, grace of Swami Vivekananda, when you are working with that missionary system. So I pray to the Lord to grant happiness, peace, success in your life, in your work, and all of you become instruments of the Lord. Thank you very much.